All right, God of War Ragnarok shaping the story. Oh, fuck, 1 hour ago. Oh, shit. Ooh.
We're coming off of God of War 2018. How do you top that?
True.
How do you deliver something that players will love maybe just as much as God of War 2018?
It's difficult.
The pressure was tremendous.
Bro,
My name
this game literally comes out in a fucking month.
is Ariel Angelotti, and I am the senior producer for narrative.
My name is Richard Gobert. I'm the story lead for God of War Ragnarok.
I'm Jody Kupsko, and I'm the supervising dialogue designer.
It's my job to shape the story along with our writing team, our narrative director.
Was Cory Balrog the writer of the last one, or he was the director? Is this the same writer?
And game director.
As a producer, it's my job to help build a team to create that content, to own the schedule in realizing that content.
I oversee the dialogue production throughout the entire titles. Every line of dialogue that you hear, every human vocalization and effort and grunt, our team touches.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Some are men now. Like you?
No. We are not men. We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
In the story of God of War 2018, we find Kratos seemingly having turned over a new leaf in the Norse lands. He lives a quiet life, hidden in the woods with his wife Faye and their son Atreus. And the story starts with them mourning her death. And we learn that she made a final request before she passed away. She wanted them to spread her ashes from the highest peak in all the 9 realms. He's scared of being a bad father, a bad influence, and as a result, it's made him an absent father. His greatest fear is that he's passed that evil that's inside of him onto his son.
You are too quick to temper. You are rash, insubordinate, and out of control. This will not stand. You honor your mother and abandon this path you have chosen. It is not too late.
They befriend Freya, who is an exiled Vanir goddess who used to be married to Odin. They meet Mimir, the self-proclaimed smartest man alive, who serves as their guide and their confidant. And they meet the Holdra brothers, Brock and Sindri, who are world-class weaponsmiths who end up their main source of upgrades and equipment. Now, among the enemies they make are the Aesir gods, whose leader is none other than Odin, someone we never meet in God of War 2018, but who casts a very long and dark shadow over the 9 realms.
There are consequences to killing a god!
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
After many adventures, Kratos and Atreus end up fulfilling Mom's wishes, and over the course of that journey, they find out more about each other and about themselves, and finally find a common ground between them. They become the close family unit that Faye hoped that they would become. In God of War Ragnarok, we fast forward a few years, and little Atreus is now a teen, and they're back to hiding out in their home in the woods in Midgard. During the course of the previous game's events, they were forced to kill Odin's grandchildren, Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor. Thor does a lot of the lion's share of Odin's dirty work, and as a consequence, he's a very violent, unstable personality. At the end of the last game, they were also forced to kill Balder, the son of Odin.
Balder, this guy, that was such a good fucking, this guy did such a good job acting. I forgot this dude's name. I first saw this dude acting it. He was in Lost. He fucking nailed that shit.
Odin and Freya, and that has its own set of consequences. He was a very powerful chess piece for Odin, one that Odin is incredibly bitter about losing. Freya has vowed vengeance against them for the killing of her son. Kratos and Atreus didn't want to kill him. They were friends with Freya. But Balder tried to kill her in front of them, and Kratos had no other option in the moment but to kill him to save Freya's life. even though it meant losing Freya's friendship.
I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything.
His death is also foretold to bring about Fimbulwinter, which is a brutal 3-year winter that is then followed by Ragnarok. It's an apocalyptic war between all the Norse gods, the giants, the dwarves, and the elves, and an army of the dead. They're all destined to fight in a battle that basically ends the world. Kratos is understandably worried about his son and what it means for him.
You get to go on this journey with how Atreus grows into a young adult and how Kratos grows into his next era in his life, and really see kind of the parent that he's striving to be, but the person he's striving to be. I find that tale so incredibly relatable.
We had started shooting plenty of content before the pandemic hit. In fact, the week before we all went work from home, we were doing a shoot. I remember being on and off that set, running back to the office and having to talk to studio leadership about what was going down and how this was going to impact us moving forward. And those were trying times.
For us, it was a
COVID,
very
man.
unique challenge because we had to bring in actors and we had to record them. And so we had to look at different ways of adapting our typical motion capture process and dialogue recording process so we can continue production and continue at the quality that we wanted for our players and our fans.
We had some actors stand in for other characters, actors who were already, who were like core to one of the scenes, might just be able to play a background character in another scene to be able to avoid a situation where too many people were on set on any given day. We avoided compromising the story that we were trying to tell as a result of the pandemic and these limitations that we had to deal with. There were no cinematics that we changed. We still have the same characters in them in the final game. We just had to get a bit creative with how we shot the content.
Our actor for Atreus, Sonny, is a teenage boy, and his voice changed dramatically throughout the several years on this title.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
We had to go in and even out that performance so it sounds like it took place over a short period of time. That was a unique challenge on this one.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming.
Whether the Norse saga was going to be a trilogy or just 2 games was something we debated a lot. There were obviously pros and cons for either approach. So we waited for Cory Barlog to weigh in, and he did, and he said, let's do it in 2.
The consequence to that is how do you wrap up this story in one game and do Ragnarok justice? How do we lead up to that and then have a big moment at the end of the game and wrap up all those loose threads? This game is bigger than what we initially envisioned. There's a lot of important story moments that we need to cover.
Yeah, in a world with so
There are
many
more
trilogies
characters that we follow the threads of, and ultimately
going with just
it
a
ends
sequel.
up feeling big and epic because there is a lot there for people to enjoy.
I am very excited for folks to see this final chapter. A lot happens. We put our characters through the ringer, but we also bring them closure and we provide answers to a lot of the questions the first game posed.
Just all of the new combat that we're doing and the new interactions. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in this title that I think people are going to have fun with.
We all have our own personal Ragnaroks to deal with. And this story is about how you process that, how you own it, and how you make it a part of yourself and grow from it.
I mean, we set some stuff up at the end of last game.
The next game
There's
is gonna be
some
called
consequences
God
this
of
game.
Peace.
We're going to see how things play out between Freya and Kratos. We're going to see how the evolution of the family relationship continues. You got Brock and Sindri, the dwarves, who are kind of part of your makeshift family now. And there's going to be some other characters that we introduce that maybe going to disrupt the balance a little bit. I can't wait until players get their hands on the game or are able to experience how the story unfolds for themselves.
We have, I think, an incredibly well-rounded game. Very satisfying combat, beautiful and rich environments to explore, outstanding character art, a lush and moving soundtrack and soundscape. It's the work of hundreds of very dedicated artists, and they all have their own stories to tell.
I mean, shit, bro. Nice. That was pretty cool. Wait a minute. Oh my god, it's 11:09. I thought it was 11:22 for some reason. Jeez. It's 11:09. This shit's coming out. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. New World expansion. Our big update.
Legend speaks of an ancient place, lost to time. Brimstone sands. For 5,000 years, its mysteries have remained hidden. Until now.
I like the theme of the expansion.
This is a place where time has no meaning. And for those brave enough to face the challenge, riches await.
Yeah, wait, no more trees? What am I supposed to chop for an hour? That's cool, man. I would say the biggest thing is I'm just too lazy to level through the old game in order to get to the new shit. And even though you guys said they revamped everything, I doubt they made that big of a difference where it changes much. You know? There's like probably like 30 hours of catch-up time or like 20 hours of leveling. 20 hours of leveling to then get to this update. With the XP boost, you need half of the XP now from 1 to 60. Didn't it say they have fresh servers? Yeah, but why? Way longer than 20 hours? Yeah, but why would I want to play on a fresh server and start from level 1? I'd rather start from level 13 with the 5 hours I saved. Economy wouldn't be fucked? Oh yeah, wasn't that like a big thing about the game? Yeah, I just don't want to level to get to this point is the biggest thing. It would take so long. It would probably take like what? With the XP boosts, it would take what? Like 15 hours? Maybe 20 hours to get to this content. 15 to 20 to get to this land. Oof! I mean, that's not a lot for an MMO, you know? That's really not a lot. That's like 3-4 days. They changed 1 to 30-ish content. Yeah, I doubt they changed it that much to make that big of a difference. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, neat. Dude, why do they keep fucking drip feeding Need for Speed? The teaser was like 10 seconds. Now this is 1:30. Come on, bro. like a drifting meter. Does that like make it so you get more NOS or something? Yeah, I still don't know about this game. I still don't know. That still wasn't enough. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, I can't tell. I want to see like, yeah, there's sometimes too much editing in these videos. It's like, just do like a fucking uncut segment. It doesn't like look super bad. I mean, shit. You know, it's a car racing game, you know? To me, these type of games are fun for a little while, and then the racing element starts falling flat, you know? I mean, the droplets look cool. I still don't mind the effects you can put on the car that look like anime effects. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, do people mainly play this game just to constantly outrun the cops? Is that the main thing? Chased by 2 cops. Like, is that the biggest thing? They got a cop and a Corvette. I mean, shit, man. Oh, wait, that's actually kind of interesting. You do races and you buy in for money? Is that how it works? Is it? If this is online, that'd be kind of interesting. It says calendar Saturday. 1 of 4 grand not ready. 4 players max. So every day is different and you buy in for 30 grand, and if you win against other players, you get a prize. That's kind of cool. Play NSF Heat to compare. Yeah. That'd be a good comparison. I mean, that's kind of cool. Lobbies are 16 players. Peer-to-peer and pay-to-win in the same package. How do you know it's pay-to-win? You're just saying things just to say things. You have no idea yet. Oh yeah, this is like the Elite controller, right? This is PlayStation's Elite. I mean, the customizability is cool. I will say, this is a great way to do a trailer. They literally actively show every mechanic. It's a very, very well-made trailer. Very informative. $500.